Hey Virgo, how are you doing? Let's find out. Let's get 3 cards from this Japanese deck. Let's get into the Tattoo Tarot. And then we'll get 3 cards from the Ancient India Tarot. Sound alright? These are just major arcanas that I'm using as oracles. And we will get right into it. Let's breathe some air into these cards. I know there are only 22, but I've come to really love the interpretations included with these cards, with this deck. One more. Okay. Oh, that is so creepy when that happens. But good. This is exactly the first card that we had for Leo. And there's every chance you have a Leo sun if you were born within the first, let's say, 24 degrees of Virgo. So the last few days of the Virgo season, tropical, you would actually have a Virgo sun, but by and large, you probably all mostly have Leo suns. All right, we have the Hierophant. So look to the support of a solid organization or structured principles to achieve success. And that's what you're all about anyway, Virgo. And probably you have developed your own. There's a chance that you were very devoted to somebody else's, and in which case, now the question is why? Your actions should be motivated beyond selfish reasons, because you're working on something that you're involved in is bigger than your own interests, obviously. So let's figure out, if you're not sure what that is, let's find out. It might be coming. Death. To move forward, right, okay, just like I was saying, it might be coming. Develop a new perspective on the world. The past is behind you and the rest of your life is still ahead of you. So this new structure, this system obviously needs to switch up. Like you need to exchange, or you've already been working on one, and this is affirmation. Justice. What follows Virgo but justice? When all is said and done, you will receive the outcome that you truly deserve. Your moral character will be justified. So maintain integrity and strive to balance yourself. Even if this world is unethical, even if the universe, as far as I'm concerned, is a misuse of math and everything else that follows, but everything starts with math, and yeah, anyway, there's still the question of 2 wrongs don't make a right, do they? So always come in with the better answer, the right answer. Okay, so that's interesting. So let's see how those all work together. Let's get some tattoo. Let's get a few right off the bat. Okay, so 2 of Pentacles in reverse with the 9 of Cups. In order to get what you want, we move back to the Ace of Pentacles. We break something up. We revise the plans. 2s are the planning energy. And this is, I mean, this is Pisces energy. This is, for me, Taurus energy, because I would make Taurus cardinal earth rather than Capricorn, because Capricorn's the career house. So that's got to carry immutable energy, because that's totally dependent on the actions of others. You can't have a career without others. And Taurus, everything used to start in Taurus. The Egyptians set their calendars to Taurus. It's Aldebaran that lines up with the pyramids, not Sirius. So these could be all your guides as well. Do you know who all your guides are? Because this is all about psychic connection to spirit world, to ancestors. That's the water story. As much as it's emotions, it can be love and everything, right? But as someone with heavy water placements, I know that this is where I find out what they want from me, and I work heavily with them. So it's interesting to go, we're not at 9 of Pentacles, we're at 9 of Cups. Which, I know, yes, like I said at first, the wish fulfillment. So to get what you want and what you need, we have to revise. And it's at the beginning. So there's an ace. What was that? Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so the Knight of Swords is like the fastest moving knight in the deck. Always, of course. He's going to say things. He's fiercely protective. I'm getting the, yeah, I'm kind of getting the protective vibe here. And we're talking air energy. Although my dad just got a Celtic deck where they switched out the swords as fire energy and the wands are air energy in that deck. And I thought that was interesting. Fitting. But, so something's moving quickly. And maybe it's moving too quickly. Jumping. Okay, yes, because now we have the King of Cups in reverse. Yeah, and I'm going to say that this is the same person. And they're not acting in king energy. They're acting in knight energy. So they're not owning their actions, because the knight doesn't act on his own. He acts on king's orders, right? So what does your King of Swords energy think? Because he's not owning what he's thinking right here, because he's sending the knight in. He's sending you out in knight energy. And he's ignoring, like he's tuning out your King of Cups energy. This psychic. We can say emotional, yes. And something might be toxic right now. Something might be toxic right now. What else? Sideways energy. Okay, so the Chariot. We have divine timing in this deck now. Charted timing with the Chariot sideways. So something's out of balance. Something's definitely out of balance. The Chariot is too much to the cognitive side. Possibly, because we want to progress. You want to progress. There's the lack of patience for going back, possibly. And this is more water energy. So we have water energy ruling right now. We have water energy, psychic energy ruling earth and mind, like doing and thinking energy. And this is usually, and somebody pointed out that this is the Emperor, of course, that rides the chariot. So he's all the kings. So your King of Swords would account to this Emperor energy, yes? Because it's one king. And again, where's your Earth energy showing up here? Very interesting. Okay. I don't really think we need more cards than this from this deck. Magician reversed. Yeah, nothing's going to manifest. And that's you. Okay. What was I just saying? Where's your energy? Your Mercury. That's the Magician. We have death in the center there, don't we? Yes, we do. I mean, there's a way to read this that is quite tragic. If this were actual toxicity, yes, and this is an actual accident, and this person can't manifest anymore, is that an actual possibility here, Virgo? Or are we speaking, you know, kind of in lighter terms? And it could be both. What kind of stress are you under right now? How heavy is this? Knight of Wands who bets on himself. Okay, Virgo, it cut out for a moment just after I got this card out. So I've come back because I noticed when editing the videos, this Knight of Wands, I might say it again later on, I can't remember, but this Knight of Wands, now that he's out, he bets on himself at all costs. And no matter, especially even probably inspired when others don't, but in spite of it, because of it, against all odds, and then he ends up being right. And he ends up winning. So yes, he might be known also to be the fastest moving knight, one to make mistakes. He always wins. Well, he might not always win, but he's, you know what, that's when we get into the you never lose, you win or you learn, in given context, of course. I mean, there are horrific things we can go to that are clearly situations of losing, but when it comes to this, I'm just reviewing a bit because I'm coming back at it to clarify that card because we lost it. If we're looking to the support of a solid organization or structural principles to achieve success, action should be motivated beyond selfish reasons. And if we apply that to this energy, then it means that you know something that other people don't know that they need to know. And it is about creating something. It's about creating or revising, possibly, well, and in the creation, the destruction of other systems. Yep, which is reinforced. I'm going to say this elsewhere, but it's reinforced by that this need to go back to the Ace of Pentacles and the planning stage. To move forward, develop a new perspective on the world. past is behind you. Which is, they're making me think about this chariot. What's behind the chariot? What's in front of the chariot? And what's to the sides of the chariot? Yes? What are you moving through? And how much have you stopped to really take that into account? There's, I know, that gives a, yeah, yep, yep. Moral character will be justified. So there's a morality. There's a morality in this card that is unique to you, that needs to be betted on. Okay, now I'll go back to the rest of the reading. So it'll be a little inconsistent because obviously the rest of the reading I recorded before I recorded this. But I'd rather put this in now in the middle than at the end, because they'll be like, what about Claire, you know, what about that card? Okay, all right. Okay, so let's see. Does that, what, yeah. So focus on your, do you know your chart, and do you know where your water placements are and where your strengths are, what your planet placements are? So your even your Mars is going to be affected by this, because Mars is going to co-rule Scorpius, right? And that's your heart and your loyalties and your loves. And Pluto, your hidden wealth, your hidden strengths, your hidden powers. Do you know what those are? Have you done the work on those? And we've got Pisces energy here. What's your free will? Do you have a soul contract that you can feel, in which case it's time, if you haven't already submitted to that? And who do you have it with? And this chariot, even the Cancer energy of, well, the chariot I kind of take is all water energy. I know it's traditionally Cancerian, but it moves, since it's a moving energy, when it's doing its thing properly, then I kind of consider it as Scorpio and Pisces as well. It's a 7, it's a transformation. And this is depending on that. So the balance and the roots, do you know who the ancestors are? Have you, you know, what's your situation with your ancestors and your roots and your family in this earth and all that, right? Like, get that all clear. I feel like I want to shuffle this. I think I've already done it. I usually do it before I cover up the table. But let's just see. And because justice, I mean, we have 2 contract cards, right? We have 2 contract cards here, Hierophant and Justice. That's all about what you're bound to, ties that bind. And this is early out of the gate. So is there something early in your life that your wants and your needs and your cash flow? This is a cash flow card. Okay, what do we have? The Hierophant again. So now we have at least another interpretation as well. Okay. Realize the power of ritual and use it to make the normal magical and gain the support of the spirits. Hello. May the sound of magic be yours. Okay, so that's exactly what I'm saying about your patterns with your spirits and knowing who your guides are And how do you find out who your guides are? Well, if you want to know, then what can I say that's particularly helpful? How did I come to, well, one way I came across guides, library shelves. Now that's easier said than done these days. But they spoke to me many times through books. Who are you? I mean, I have all different kinds of guides. A lot of them are authors, and because I do a lot of psychic writing, like co-writing, not just, auto writing, but co-writing. I have to invest a lot of myself into it and gather a lot of evidence. They put me on years-long journeys of gathering what a certain book needs. So I've got about 36 or 37 books. And at least a dozen of them came to me in one day. So there's stuff that you know. But something you've been hanging on to. The Magician. Start moving and be open to the magic all around you. Yes, so they send you. They're going to send you things. Find a magic snake charmer and success will be yours, right? Like, think playfully, but think engaged with whoever your good guys are. And know that the bad guys are always, you know it already anyway. But there you are, in reverse and in the upright. Because I take these oracles in the upright. As above, so below, shall we say. And the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, everybody's getting the Wheel of Fortune. So good luck is on your side. So this is a very important time because so many people are getting the Wheel of Fortune in this particular deck, saying that good luck is on their side. Perhaps in a hidden form. Are you seeing the positive or the opposite? And if you want to be open to this wish fulfillment, but also this connection to guides, and you want to make this thing happen, and why? To get out of this Two of Pentacles situation. Either your cash flow is affected or just your sense of self, because this is the only time, apart from the Magician energy, and that's knowledge as well as much as it's wisdom, knowledge and wisdom as well as magic, but you want to get to the 10, you want to get to the King, you want to be King, Queen of Pentacles is what you want. And that's a long ways away from this too. So yes. The ties that bind. But yeah, make the normal magical. Make the normal magical. Gain the support of the spirits. Don't separate worlds. If you've been separating worlds, you gotta stop. It's all one. Wherever you are right now is as magical as anywhere else. No matter how much you want to be somewhere else. Because the answer is underneath the problem, right? You dig through the problem to get to the solution. Okay? And I will be back in a week. And I will put the link to my 350-page, 13-month chart workbook, the download link. That will be in the description, if that's any help. Because what are your other waters? Your moon and your Neptune. And your North Node. That's often where your guides are. I've got guides everywhere, but yeah. Nope. Okay. All right, Virgo. Much love.